I'd like to begin with a fact. A simple yet shocking fact. The vast majority of this material is too obscene to show or to quote to you.
Hi, I'm Mike and this is Pretty Grouse. So hi, if you're listening to this, first of all I'd like to know why and how, because this is really just a test just to get something down as a placeholder for the podcast that's going to happen in about a month. I've had this minor obsession with the word grouse for about 20 years now, well almost exactly 20 years, because that's when the first grouse side of the day thing happened. We'll go into a bit more about that in the actual first episode, because I'm going to talk to Matt, my friend who was the one who did the first version of Grouse Side of the Day. It's going to be exciting. The main concept I have for my podcast is that I'm going to talk to people about things that they think are grouse. That was what we were all always about. We were like putting people in touch with the grouse things in the world, which I think is a noble pursuit, especially in this day and age when we need grouseness more than ever, I think. And I've come to the conclusion that I'm really shitty at writing things on a regular basis, which is what I tried to do with the most recent iteration of Grouse. It's not something I consider over and done, but I hate having a schedule to write. So this won't have much of a schedule either. It's going to be opportunistic. But you never know. It's a lot easier to just sit down and waffle on with someone than it is to, come up with a creative writing concept and actually start writing the fucker. Alright, I'm not going to go on too much. All I really want is a small bit of audio here. A teaser, if you will, so you can just become acquainted with the sound of my voice. And just something so there is an audio file that exists to establish that the podcast exists, because otherwise I can't submit it into some directories, and I'd like that to be done before episode 1. I don't want to be releasing episode 1 and then going, oh, how do you do all this then? I've been having a bit of a think about podcasts in general for the last year or so. I've wanted to do one. I've wanted to get one off the ground. Got some ideas about processes, got some ideas, I've got some opinions. I've got some strong opinions about podcasts. I have consumed a fair few of them. My primary microphone is an old one that I've had for about 20 years, about the same time as Grouse has existed. This was Frantic Dog Pedal's microphone. Frantic Dog Pedal being my garage band, who was also with my friends Nikolai and Matt, who was the same Matt who started the first Grouse site. So that's another thing I want to talk about and talk to Matt about if I can get him on. That's going to be logistically interesting because he's in the United States now. Very, very sorry for his loss on that front. Alright, anyway, this is getting beyond placeholder and actually, starting to get a bit rambly and waffly, and I hate that. So I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. I'll see you all in about mid-December. That's assuming that you're listening to this before mid-December and you're not just looking back and saying, hey, what's this 2-minute episode at the beginning? What's that for? That's not episode 1. It's like, no, this is episode 0. This is an episode that does not exist. It's not an episode. It's just me talking into a microphone and wasting time. Yours and mine. Thanks for listening to this. I hope I didn't keep you from doing something really fun. And bye-bye.
It is practically impossible for that person to adjust to normal attitudes in regard to sex.